Hey everyone, today we are finally doing it. We're back in the custom pack. It's where I used to call my home. I'd now probably call my home the weekly pack, but the custom pack is where I thrive, where I've had so much fun, where I used to spam clownfish monkey nonstop back in the day. Still spamming them a good amount, but grounded sap has helped us work on that. So, what I'm planning to do in the custom pack is basically pick a danger pack pet or two, take it to the custom pack, and learn more about it. Hopefully learn how to say it. The first one we have is the Bombus Dalbami. Oh gosh, did I say that right? I'm already questioning it. We will go take a look at it. But the Bombus Dalbami is, I believe that's correct. It's a tier 1 snipe pet, and it gets activated upon friend ahead attacking. So you need essentially 4 attacks from your friends ahead. So if each friend ahead gets 1 attack, you'll get all of your triggers. 2 friend attacks, you get 1 snipe, and then another 2 friend attacks, you get another. So as you level it up, it will target more pets. So essentially you can get, if I'm not mistaken, you can get 3 snipes per activation for 6 snipes total. So 2 activations of 3 snipes each, 6 snipes total. So with a tier 1 pet, seems pretty decent when you consider a mosquito is only going to do 1 damage to 3 different pets. Yeah, it seems more effective out of the gate. Obviously, you need to work a little more for it. It's not going to happen at start of battle. It's going to happen during the battle. But yeah, we have a plan for it. Some tools in the toolkit to make it more effective. It's a very similar video I've done. I've ran a good amount of the Pied Tamarin. The Pied Tamarin's a tier 1 trumpet pet that will use 1 trumpet to send out a 3 damage snipe. And then as you level it up, it'll target more pets. So at level 3, it'll target 3 enemy pets and do 3 damage snipe to each of them. So similar to the Bombus Dalbami, you can get a decent amount of snipes going out. And if you can have a way to buff those snipes, i.e. the albatross, then you can make a pretty powerful team. Now what I would do with the Pied Tamarin is I would use a Honduran Whitebat to generate the trumpets, so that's 1 slaw on your team, or just any pet to generate trumpets, so you need to activate it. And then I would use something like a lynx or a dolphin behind the albatross to make it activate pretty easily, right? Start a battle, you do a bunch of damage. It worked out pretty decent, right? But we all know the lynx, the dolphin, they're really strong pets, the typical snipers you see in snipe teams, so I want to change it up a little bit. And the first thing I had in mind is a pet that I absolutely love. It's the hoopoe bird. And this provides good opportunity using the albatross with the Bombus Dalbami, because the Bombus Dalbami goes behind the albatross, so you don't have to worry about having something in the front, or you can have whatever you want in the front, I should say, rather than needing a start a battle snipe in the back. Now there's multiple other iterations you can add to this. You can start adding jump pets. We'll see in the bonus clips, I think, a little bit. I started messing with jump pets. I had a couple runs that I had like multiple tiger bugs. Tiger bug is by far the best jump pet you can use with albatross to help this build, but I didn't want it to I didn't want the tiger bugs to completely take over the team. I wanted just a simple 2 pet surrounding the albatross kind of activation to work. And you see here, we have 4 hearts left, 4 trophies, getting some draws, turn 8. We got the double giraffe going on the 2 pets we want to keep. So it's a very simple team build so far in custom pack. It's just taking 2 low tier units, scaling them as much as we can, and just kind of seeing what happens. And we just got a giraffe here, which is great. So now the 3 pets that we wanted to keep on the team is what we have. So looks like gonna save the level up for next turn. Probably just buy this crow to save a chocolate. So yeah, that brings the question, what else can we add to the team? We know there's gonna be hoopoe bird, there's gonna be albatross, there's gonna be Bombus Dalbami. I think I've been calling it different things, but yeah, look at that. We run into One of the, I was going to say one of the poopa traders. Yeah, we run into Bulldog Crab Guy. Similar to Vulture Guy, seems to be all he does. So, yeah. Good for them, I guess. And look at this. We level up almost perfectly into not only a Ketz, but also an Albatross. So the great thing about running low tier pets is once you get to turn 9 or turn 11 and the shop opens up, you can get pets like the Ketz, the Alpaca, right? These pets that really help you transition to the higher tiers or catch up your lower tiers. So just like that, we're going to get a level 3 Hoopoe Bird, level 3 Bombus. I'm blanking on the name. I had it down. Look at that 15 damage snipe right there. Gonna start paying attention to these battles a little more now that we have the Albatross. Hopefully we can get it to level 2 as quick as possible. Looks like I took the chocolate on the Hoopoe Bird just to make sure that the Ketz hits the Bombus. What is the rest of the name there? Dalbami. It's funny when you're ranting and rambling how you can just completely space out. Reminds me of when I did Super Auto Pets Jeopardy, hosted by Troubadour. Shout out Troubadour. Man, I did that pretty early after starting to create content. I feel like it's probably when I played the game the most. So I was very, very in tune with every pack, everything going on. I still feel like I am, but I don't play as much, especially freshly coming off vacation. And let me tell you, I quickly got a confidence check, got a reality check. Those Jeopardy answers, it's like as Troubadour's reading them, I'm trying to read them myself, and your mind just starts going blank. You don't even process what you're reading, and you're like, okay, I'm going to go back to just listening to him read the question, and then I'll figure it out from there. But then you're starting to panic because you're like, well, the other contestants are probably reading the question. They're going to buzz in really quick. It became a whole mental game of its own. So anytime I'm ranting and rambling, doing commentary here, and I completely blank out, or I'm like, yeah, it's been kind of tough getting back into the swing of things too, not doing it for a while. I feel like things are not as smooth and whatnot, but yeah, regardless, let's get back into the run here. So got the flashlight and the Puma. I love cycling toys in and out and then having a Puma, trying to keep a Puma for maybe a couple toy breaks and then selling it all off. And at this point, yeah, we have most of the levels. We're just looking to level the Albatross. The main thing we need with the Hoopoe Bird and the Albatross is some stats, because the Bombus Dalbami has to be right behind the Albatross. We could shift the back two pets to the front, right? And then have a middle position Hoopoe Bird, fourth position Albatross, last position Bombus, but yeah, it's I like the look of this team here. So we got to hope that the Hoopoe Bird gets 2 or 3 attacks in, the Albatross can get an attack, and then the Bombus hopefully can get the 4th attack, at least for the second trigger. And there you go. A bunch of 9 damage snipes with the Spooked. It is just absolutely devastating. 7 trophies, 3 hearts. So this runs in a really good spot on turn 13. And we brought in the Tiger. I totally failed to mention it. Probably should have thrown the lasagna onto the Albatross, but want to make sure this Tiger is going to live. And that just gives us more activations. So instead of running the jump pets, I just figured let's get more activations on our tier 1 snipe pet. So we're using 2 tier 6s to buff a tier 1. And in almost all cases, it's underwhelming when you do this. Like I mentioned, the Pied Tamarin I would run this with. I would use a Lynx or a Dolphin as that start of battle snipe, and it would really just dominate, especially when you run a Lynx with a team like this. It just really destroys their team at the start of battle. And yeah, obviously the Hoopoe Bird level 3 is the strongest member of the team. Should have had a Mushroom on it. I ran with Melon because I knew I wanted multiple hits, right? So I wanted to make sure I got all my activations. But if I had Mushroom, this team would have been a lot more devastating. Actually, was a big mistake. I didn't have Mushroom in the pack at this time. See the bonus clip runs, I should have Mushroom. So it's actually, I believe, my first run in the pack. I got this pretty good high roll. We got the Albatrosses, or Albatri, showing up pretty quickly. And it all kind of worked out. Custom packs has been very, very brutal lately. I feel like I'm a broken record saying that, especially like after an update. Usually it gets a lot better, but yeah, it seems like it's in a pretty rough spot. And here's what happens. Albatross gets sniped by the Cobra Tiger. You know what? The Cobra Tiger just takes everything out. We don't even get a chance. Gosh, maybe we had a chance if those snipes weren't so devastating. But there goes our Stinky Sock 2. So kind of scary. Oh, those Pumas would be so nice if we had a toy. Kind of scary. Could take the puppy here. But decide, you know what? Good with just a mammoth in front to give us an extra attack. It can serve as a melon break. Maybe this will get it done. And look at who we have. We get a shot at redemption. Oh no, we don't take the crab out. It gets the melon and the health back. They have 2 level 2 Amargasaurus. Oh no, it gets all the health back. Finally, we used all the Amargasaurus. They used all their crane triggers. But our Bombus has enough to whittle down the Bulldog, and we get it done. Tier 1 achievement, using it this effectively, is a very rare occurrence for me. I'm sure it's a rare occurrence for most players too. A lot of the Tier 1, Tier 2 achievements, you kind of use the ability for a little bit, and then you just scale the pet, and you just don't worry about the ability because it's just not going to hold its weight. So here we're jumping in the bonus clips, and I thought this was kind of funny, this bonus clip here. We're going to have this one, and then we're going to have one more riding off into the sunset. Gonna bring in the music about halfway through this one, but gonna keep the commentary going with music on low over it. Just a heads up if you hear the music come in. It's not the end of commentary yet. So, like I said with the jump pets, gonna explore the drop bear a little bit. So a lot of times what I was doing was taking like a sneaky egg in the beginning with the Bombus Dalbami, and then using a level 1 frog to frog swap the stats off. It's just a good, like, you know, you can get like a lasagna worth of stats, especially since the Bombus Dalbami is a 1-2 stat line. As you see, level 2, I have it at a 3-4 stat line. So none of them were showing up this game, so I decided to take the drop bear early. And the thing about the drop bear, unlike the tiger bug, it only does 1 snipe. The tiger bug does 2 snipes. So the albatross with the drop bear really isn't that great. But I think I'm going to mess with the order a little bit just to make sure that the drop bear works like this with the albatross, and it should. And yeah, this was the team. Good stats, good scaling on the Hoopo bird, on the drop bear. So like this team felt very strong. See there, good trade with the camel, and very easy cleanup with the drop bear. And yeah, just verifying that the albatross works there with the jump pets. I think I had a run shortly after this that I ended up with like three tiger bugs, an albatross, and a Hoopo bird. Kind of funny how it works out sometimes. It's like I'm trying to run this tier 1 pet, and I end up just with a stupid number of tiger bugs. So yeah, I was avoiding them at a certain point because I knew once I started going tiger bug, it was going to take over. So if you run this pack, the custom pack link should be in the description. Yeah, don't be afraid of the tiger bug. I think this combo, the Hoopo bird with mushroom, replace this drop bear with a tiger bug, and yeah, basically this exact setup, and then just swap the monkey out for something else. You'll be good to go. So this run actually felt very good at 8 trophies, 1 heart, turn 14. If we can hit the level 2 albatross, it would be ideal here. There's the tiger actually as well. So yeah, replace the monkey with the tiger. Looks like I was maybe gonna replace the Bombus, which is anticlimactic for what this video is. Yeah, probably had about a 30% win rate, maybe closer to 40 in this pack. And holy mother of grounded sap, what are we doing? The fruit fly. I was going to talk about other low tier snipe units, got a little distracted, talked about the mosquito a little bit. The fruit fly is another one. You saw there the fruit fly ibex combo. Really looking forward to Grounded's video on that. Not going to talk about it too much more because I'm sure it's not out yet. Sure, I used to have a backlog. I would like to think it was something that, I mean, couldn't compete with Grounded's backlog, but it was a respectable backlog, I feel like, and actually went through it before going on vacation, so that's why I didn't have pretty much anything on vacation. I mowed through my backlog prior to, which is fine, right? So yeah, I thought that was funny, beating Bulldog Crab guy in the main run, losing to Grounded there. And here we're gonna ride off into the sunset with just a fun, you see I have a level 2 Lioness, turn 13, so got the shop scaling going. And when you get the shop scaling going, it's so nice. All you really have to do is worry about levels. So at a certain point, can just get rid of the Lioness, get rid of the Kets, bring in other things on the team that are fun, that are gonna help us, and see how it goes. So with all that being said, we're gonna ride off into the sunset. If you hung around this long, I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. As always, have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.